Taking that live view right now from Beaver Mountain where it is currently snowing. So we're watching as the prefrontal moisture moves in, and we've seen some light rain showers in our valleys. But once the cold front comes through, it bulks up, snow coating the ground here at Beaver Mountain with that live look. So the extreme northern portion of the state active. We've got several winter alerts in effect. This after a Sunday in the 60s along the Wasatch Front. Winter is still here, folks, and we're going to be reminded of that. Winter storm warnings in pink for the Wasatch Mountains, western Uintas, Wasatch Plateau, Book Cliffs, and Central Mountains. What you're seeing in purple, those are winter weather advisories, meaning wintry travel on the way. That does include the Wasatch Front, Tooele and Rush Valleys, parts of Box Elder County, Cache Valley, and then extending all the way down towards the southern mountains. So active conditions are expected with accumulating snow. We see Beaver Mountain, but I know you're sitting in Salt Lake going, wait, hold on, really? We're in the 50s. Live view from Hever, Wasatch back, showing that sunset, but there are the clouds. They've moved in, and we have seen some light rain in Heber as well as in Park City. Wet pavement noted on the cameras. Satellite radar shows us that incoming cold front. We put this into motion the last few hours. You see cloud cover in the south and those showers that we've seen along the Wasatch Front for the last 3 hours. The front is getting closer and closer. In Malad, knocking on the door to move into the Beehive State. Cold air will filter in behind it. The winds have been very gusty ahead of the cold front and will remain gusty behind it. We've got wind advisories for the Great Salt Lake Desert and Mountains. For Castle Country, right now it's quiet, but as we kick into high gear at the top of the hour, that wind advisory went into effect for Price and the surrounding areas. The swell and down towards southern Utah, including in and around Lake Powell. Also looking at gusty winds, speeds between 20 and 30 miles per hour, gusts up to 55 miles per hour. It's been windy in Salt Lake. Live view from the ABC4 studios, 56 degrees, very mild. That cloud cover tells the story that changes are brewing and are on the way. 42 in Logan right now, 30s in Evanston, 50s for the Wasatch Front. Ogden dropping to 51, 56 in Vernal, and 60s in central and southern Utah. We are very mild. So as the precipitation changes from rain to snow, we're not going to see as high of amounts as initially thought. Not a surprise. We just know the winds will come into play here. 50s turning to 40s over the next several hours by ABC4 News at 10. Could still be in the 40s, but I believe that cold front's going to allow for those temperatures to really drop. Forewarned Futurecast walks us through the timing on that. Put it into motion here. Showers in northern and central Utah as we rolled into the top of the hour. The front comes through. Behind it, we get snow that bulks up in the mountains, rain towards Provo. This is 8 p.m., and that extends all the way down to the I-70 corridor. We see as that moisture fills in with colder air, a northwesterly flow behind the front will allow for some snow. Here we are at midnight. That bulk of the snow in and around Salt Lake County over into Tooele County. This is most likely when our blast of snow will come through. It will be a burst. We will see the accumulation, and then it goes showery. Northwest flow will allow for some showers, but tomorrow morning during your morning commute, likely not facing wet conditions, maybe a shower, but you will see icy conditions, so a heads up there. Unsettled for your Tuesday with that high eventually taking over. We have those conditions holding steady. Snow potential loves the Wasatch and western Uintas. Here's a look at those expected totals. 1 to 4 at our valleys, 2 to 5 for the benches, 3 to 6 for our mountain valleys with the Wasatch back underneath. Winter alerts, 8 to 16 in the northern mountains, 10 to 20 for the Cottonwoods. The central and southern mountains also get measurable moisture and isolated rain showers in Washington County because that's as far south as the storm goes. We dry out for the midweek, but the potential for the weekend comes on back. Another storm on the horizon. It's still winter. It's going to feel like that tonight. Cold temperatures, and tomorrow daytime highs in the 30s. We're in the 50s. Yesterday we were 60s. Remember what the 30s feel like? You will. 30s and 40s on the eastern side of the state, 57 in St. George. As we look at the next 7 days, you see those 60s, drier conditions through the close of the work week and the potential of wet weather Saturday and Sunday. The Wasatch Front shows an isolated snow shower underneath that northwesterly flow and another storm as we head into the weekend. That looks like right now it could also be a warm setup followed by a cold punch.